Yeah, but I don't know why it's people these days think it's a good idea to get involved in the drug trade, or get involved in anything to do with drugs in general. Going forward in life, if we pause as human beings, if we pause, take the time out to really study life and to study how life works, I think we will all be in a better place in this world. Because if you're doing bad things, I don't know how many times I have to say this stuff, right? None of us as human beings, as God kids, will ever get away with doing bad in this world. None of us. Every bad decisions we make every single day, every bad choices that we make every single day on this planet, on this earth, eventually we will face the consequences of our actions. We have to face the consequences of our actions. And when you're young, when you're healthy, you're strong, you have all the abilities to do things the right way, I will tell you to do it. Don't take shortcuts in life. Don't take shortcuts, because every shortcut you take has a consequences at the end of it. Every shortcut. And the reason I'm saying this stuff is that one of the most wanted fugitive by the American government, a drug lord by the name of El Mayo, from one of the Mexican cartels. This man was running from capture for years, for decades. The American government was looking for this man. And once again, how he got caught, how 99% of people who do bad get caught when they're dealing in the drug trade. You think about it before I say anything. How do 99% of people get caught in the drug trade when they're being hunted down by the law enforcement? It could be by the United States law enforcement. It could be by the law enforcement in their country, wherever they're from. How do 99% of people get caught? Ding-a-ding-a-ding. If you didn't know the answer, it's by someone closest to them. It's 99% of the time when people get caught in the drug trade that's been fugitive for years, it's a 99% chance it's somebody that's very, very close to them. Just like this man, he got caught by somebody very close to him, that someone he called to his own son. He's seen the people that betrayed him. He's seen them grow up. He was always there from them. He was always a part of their life since they was born as little kids. Now this man is in his 70s, got caught by the United States government. No chance to go back to Mexico. No chance to walk out of jail. Not at all. No chance at all. And I'm going to show you the exact gentleman I'm talking about right here. To me, it's amazing, because that's why I tell people, bro, don't take shortcuts, because eventually catches up, dude. Don't get involved in the drug trade. It doesn't work out. It never works out. It never, ever gonna work out, dude.
We begin with that breaking news on one of the most notorious Mexican cartel leaders. He evaded authorities for decades. By now, the man simply called El Mayo will spend the rest of his life behind bars.
Federal prosecutors say that he founded the Sinaloa cartel and built a sophisticated criminal network that brought deadly drugs into the United States. And his capture has all the markings of a Hollywood thriller.
Here's Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger.
A world away from the violent cartel he used to rule, a one-time kingpin stood in a Brooklyn courtroom today and confessed to his life of crime. The once feared drug lord known as El Mayo, Ismael Zambada Garcia, now 75, looking more like a grandfather, as he told a federal judge the tale of his violent life, a trail of drug-fueled carnage that dates to 1969 when he was just a teen and planted marijuana for the first time. I went on, he said, to sell heroin and other drugs, especially cocaine. It was a tidal wave of drugs that flooded the United States.
Over the last 3 decades, El Mayo and his accomplices made billions of dollars, hundreds of millions each year.
And the reason I decided to bring you guys this video just to show that it's not worth it. This man was locked up in his 70s. Now for the remainder of his life, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you agree with me or not, but the older we become in life, the happier we should be. God, the older God give us, the older God make us, the older God, you know, the older we become in the eyes of God and his family, we should be happier. We should be doing things that actually make us, bring us extreme joy and comfort. You know, at that age, you don't want to get in trouble with the law. At that age, you don't want to do nothing that will basically have you suffering for the remainder of your life. This man is 75 years old. How many more years you think this man is going to last? All of the money, the millions and billions of dollars he done made in his life, at the end of his life, he's going to suffer. It's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. I tell people that all the time. It's not worth it. And thank God for our great president, Mr. Donald J. Trump. He don't like the whole idea of drugs at all. And I respect him so much for that. He don't like the idea of drugs. He thinks drugs are bad. I think drugs are very bad. I think drugs are terrible. I really do. Our president thinks drugs destroys lives. I think the same thing. I also think drugs destroy people's lives on a huge level. In every which way, shape, and form, drugs destroy people's lives. Drugs destroy families. You know, but my whole thing about drugs nowadays in 2025, the law, well, I don't know about other states, but in New York State, and I really think that has to be cut off, because if you're a so-called small-time drug dealer, by law, when they catch you, the law enforcement, they are allowing you to keep being a small-time drug dealer so they could catch the people that's doing it at a higher level. I honestly think if you want to get rid of the drugs, you have to get rid of the drugs on every level. The small, the low level, the middle level, and the high level. I think you have to get rid of the entire network of drug operation in general, because you are allowing the small scale, the people that are at the bottom that's dealing drugs, you're allowing them to continue to deal drugs to rat on other people. But yet, guess what? They're destroying the communities at the same time. The people that you're allowing, that you think will never become millionaires, they will never become nothing, they will never come out to nothing in life. Yes, you're 100% right. At the low level, you will never admit to nothing. You will never be nothing in life. You will never own nothing in life, 100%. But at the same time, those people are still destroying their community to make money. It doesn't matter what level of drug dealing you're involved in. You're still contributing to your neighborhood, to your community being destroyed. So I honestly think there's something that has to be changed within the drug system. Everybody should stop dealing drugs at every level, at the low level, the middle level, and the top level. I don't think it's a good idea to allow the bottom level people to continue doing it, to rat out the middle and the top level people, because the bottom level people are still destroying communities. They're still destroying lives. It doesn't matter, they're not going to be rich, they're not going to be successful. Yes, I completely get that. But at the same time, they're destroying communities every single day. So to stop the drug trade, I think it's a must that it stop on every level. But that's just me, you know. And I'm recording this video, and people who probably see this video will look into my background. I did a lot of things in my life that when I didn't know better, that I am very, very ashamed of. But older I become and more I learn about life, and more I got into God, more I got into being religious, more I got into making God a part of my life, more I started reading, I started realizing, like, yo, bro, life, we got to love each other. We have to do what's right for each other. We have to help each other out. So when you're involving in things that destroying other people, bro, you will never make it in life. You will never ever make it in life, dude. Every and all of God kids that involve themselves in anything bad throughout life, they will never ever be successful. And it's a reason that people like El Mayo, people like drug kingpins like that, have to suffer in the older age. It's a reason, because it never works out for us as God kids. We was put on this planet, we was put on this earth as God kids to do what's right for each other, to treat each other the way we want to be treated. We don't want people to people to give us stuff to destroy our family. So why give it to people to destroy their family for money? You guys have to understand what I'm trying to say, man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're not perfect people. But if you right now watch this video and you're involved in doing anything that's illegal, not in the eyes of the law, anything that's illegal in the eyes of God, being a part of drugs on any level, it's illegal in the eyes of God, because you're hurting other people. If you're doing it yourself, you're hurting yourself as well. But if you're doing it and you're giving it to other people, you're hurting your neighborhood, you're hurting your community, you're hurting God, because God didn't put us on this planet to do it. God loves us regardless, but we have to change. Everybody can change. If today that you're involved in that type of lifestyle, look at the stories of El Chapo, look at the story of El Mayo, look at the story of Pablo Escobar. Look, bro, I could keep going on and on and on and keep naming people that was involved in the illegal trade of drugs. Look at where they end up in the older age. It's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. And don't let nobody tell you that it's worth your freedom, is worth your life, because I'm telling you, you could get away with it now when you're young, but older you become, eventually, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get caught. You're going to get caught, and you're going to face the consequences of your actions. So right now, it's better you get out. You have your freedom, you have your health, get out and try to figure it out another way. Because every single day we decide as human beings, as God kids, to commit sin, to commit bad, to commit crimes, to do things that God don't approve of, we're digging ourselves into a deep hole. Make El Mayo story wake you up to walking away from doing bad things, from being a part of illegal drug trade. Make El Chapo story make you walk away right now, today, make you walk away from being a part of illegal drug trade. Make Pablo Escobar story, make Pablo Escobar's story make you wake up and walk away from any dealings you have with drugs and the drug trade throughout the United States and throughout the world. It's not worth it. Ladies and gentlemen, every bad things that we do for money, eventually we have to face the consequences for it. Don't let what you're going through push you into doing bad. Don't let what you're going through push you into taking shortcuts to make money. Money is printed by governments all around the world every single day. Money is paper. When God loves you, when God gives you money, it gives it to you to help others. And it gives it to you for the right reasons. If you want to take shortcuts and get money by doing what's wrong, it's going to take you years and years. The longer you do it, it takes you, longer you involve yourself into it, it's the longer process it takes you to get out of it. So my suggestion to you guys out there right now, get out today, stop today. And every single day for the remainder of your life in this body, ask God to forgive you. Every single day. We are not perfect. As human beings, we'll never be perfect. But change today to become a better version of yourself. Let those people's stories, El Chapo, El Mayo, Pablo Escobar, let their story convince you and make you want to do things the right way. Because at the end, you will suffer just like they suffer at the end of their lives. You don't want to suffer when you're in your 50s, in your 60s, in your 70s, your 80s. You don't want to suffer. You want to live a beautiful life. You know, you want to do what's right from now, so when you get older, you can live that life. Before I end this video, guys, as always, I'd like to take the time to show my respect, my gratitude to our great United States President, to our Commander-in-Chief, Mr. Donald J. Trump, sir. I salute you as always. May God bless you and your entire family, sir. May God watch over you and your entire family today and forever. May God always watch over you and your family, sir, on your trips within the United States and on your trips, on your journeys outside the United States. May God bless you and your family, sir. That's to our Commander-in-Chief, Mr. Donald J. Trump. To every and all God kids within the United States, may God bless us all. To every and all God kids around the world, may God bless you guys all. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, always treat people with the love, the kindness, the care, the respect, and the loyalty that you expect others to treat you with every single day. Always do what's right in the eyes of God and His family. Always make God and His family a part of your decision making every day, guys. Let's do what's right for each other so we could uplift each other. By destroying our communities, by destroying our neighborhoods with drugs, with being thieves, with manipulate. Let's do what's right for each other. Let's treat people the way we want to be treated. You don't want to become strung out on drugs. Why would you sell it to somebody else to see them destroying their life? Just think about it. You will not want to be hooked on any form of drugs and destroy your life. But why would you take it and sell it to somebody else for the profit of you having a better life? Why destroy others so you could have a better life? It doesn't work like that. More you destroy, more you hurt other humans. We're all God kids, we're all family. So more you destroy your brothers and sisters, is deeper you're digging yourself into a hole that sometimes it's impossible for people to climb out that hole. Don't be one of those people. Stop today. Get out right now. Get out right now. Do yourself that favor and get out. Walk away and pray to God every single day and ask for forgiveness for the bad you have done in life. And going forward, continue to walk on the right path. Just have patience, keep praying, create a plan and work your plan through. Just have the patience it takes to accomplish the life that you see in your dream every single day. I'm doing it every day. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Until then, guys, stay safe and love each other, man.